for the truck that we have here at DACC. To begin, I'm going to do a brief overview of the front of the truck. I'm checking the fairing and the body for any damage. I've got 3 ID lights, 2 clearance lights, and 2 mirror marker lights. They're amber in color, they're securely mounted, not cracked or damaged, and they're working properly. I would check my windshield, make sure that there's no cracks or any illegal stickers, and it's clean. I'm going to check my grille and my bumper, make sure they're securely mounted, not cracked or damaged, and they're free of debris. I would go to my left headlight assembly, making sure that it's securely mounted, it's not cracked or damaged. I would check to make sure it houses my high beam and my low beam, which are clear in color, and my amber turn signal, 4-way, and reflector. I would check the right side the same as I would the left. Check my license plate, make sure that it's secure and it's current. I would look underneath for any fluid leaks to make sure that there's nothing damaged in the engine that would be leaking any fluids. And I would check to make sure that my vehicle's not leaning to the left or the right. If it was, it may be a soft tire, a low tire, or a problem with the suspension. Moving to the passenger side of my engine, I would do a quick overview of this side of my engine, looking for any missing or damaged parts or any hoses that I can see for leaks. I'm going to start off with my radiator and the radiator support bracket. It's securely mounted, it's not cracked or damaged, and it's not leaking. I would go to my upper and my lower radiator hoses, making sure that they're securely attached to both ends, there's no cuts, bulges, or abrasions, and they're not leaking. I'll check my coolant reservoir, make sure it's securely mounted, it's not cracked or damaged, it's not leaking. The cap is tight, I've got an adequate level of coolant, and my electrical connector is secure with no exposed wires. Moving to my cooling fan and the shroud, making sure that it's securely mounted, not cracked or damaged, there are no missing blades, and it's free of debris. Inside, I would go to the water pump. My water pump is securely mounted, it's not cracked or damaged, and it's not leaking. My water pump is belt driven. I'll also check the serpentine belt, making sure that it's not cut, frayed, or damaged, and making sure that I've got no more than 3/4 to 1 inch of play. Checking my AC compressor, just making sure that it's securely mounted, not cracked or damaged, and not leaking. Moving to my turbos, making sure my turbos are securely mounted, they're not cracked or damaged, they're secure with both clamps in place, and they're tight. And I would look for signs of soot, which would indicate a leak. Since it's part of the exhaust, I'll make sure that I check it all the way to the rear. Checking my windshield washer fluid reservoir, making sure that it's securely mounted, it's not cracked or damaged, it's not leaking, the cap is tight, I've got an adequate level, and my electrical connector is secure with no exposed wires. From this point, I would check the suspension, the brakes, and the wheel, the same on the other side as I would here, but I will check it over there.